love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
11.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Meanwhile, Burrow, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So a good decision that time by Zach Taylor. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And a short gain here, down to the 22. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. third down. Jackson. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. They go play action with Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up.
On 2, ready? 11 MP, 12, 11 MP, 11 MP.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's second down.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. T. Higgins, 40 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Here we go.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Mixon is into the end zone for a set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Right to the air. That would all. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be corralled right around. First down, Ravens.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
This is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. Let's skip that. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped him well short.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Jackson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, creates a penalty.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. from the gun. Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick. And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow will throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot. Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. 11. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle. On 3rd and 1, Burrow to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
On 1, right?
Mixon again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now. Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground. Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it? Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to Dobbins on first. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That was all great until the final act. Able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a first down on third down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jackson, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays, blown pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed on the defense with that incompletion.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fourth down, here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there. And now another turnover as
as this one's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his third season now, it's Joe Burrow.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Burrow on play action. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On second and 11 now. Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chuck Clark with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it down from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
And right away, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
11 MT, 12, 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Taking in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That would... Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want.
Here we go.
But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And incomplete to open things up.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
11, 12, 12, 12. 11, 11,
On 2nd and 10. Burrow, he gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now it's Burrow. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
All right, ready?
To the air again, Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From just shy of midfield, Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Nixon, his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And Nixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Here we go. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field spot.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Jackson rolling to his right. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Jackson now. And it's caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Inside handoff to Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. After 1, 7-3 the score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up.
On one, ready? 11 mighty. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson, complete to Likely. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
4th down, here's Jackson. Looking for Bateman, he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On target to his man, Likely. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. That's complete left side to Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slam.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seems like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. DJ Reader able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this will stay a 4-point game. And No mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And out now, here come the Bengals. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 27, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He put it on the carpet, a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They go play action now. Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. So apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill, and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter, and they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Edwards now on 1st and 10 to about the 35, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He continues to deliver a first down here. Catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped at his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
When offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now Burrow on first down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time it looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
12, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw again on second down. Burrow, he completes it to Boyd. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we got a tie game here in the 4th. Level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 71 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Six yards left on second down. Stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Now it's Jackson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on fourth down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Throwing, Jackson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time, the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
11 MP, 12, 11 MP, 11 MP.
Once again. Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw, Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Here's Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Burrow. Oh, and you can forget overtime. This is... In the final minute of the game. Oh, my. Guys, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you've got a tie game and time running out. You've got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing out left and finding Likely. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they do spike it in time with just 1 second remaining. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't